We are happy to welcome you all for half-day conclave organized in collaboration with Community College for International Development, SNDT Women's University Mumbai and the US Embassy. I am your anchor Madhura Nemi, faculty from PV Polytechnic SNDT University, and I will be guiding you through this exciting event. Over the next few hours, we will explore innovative pathways for workforce training and educational advancement from renowned experts and thought leaders. Let us now stand in unity and respect as we sing our university song.
स्त्री पराशक्ति स्वर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है। हम नहीं है दीन कहना कौन हम अबला, संस्कृति हमारी हम सभी सबला, ज्योति से जगमग हुआ अंतर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है। स्वप्न का कलसी हुआ साकार है इसमें, महर्षि करवे तपस्या सार है इसमें, हम दिशाएं और ये मिलकर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है। संस्कृता श्री पराशक्ति स्वर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है, विश्व है परिवार भारत घर हमारा है।
Lighting the lamp symbolizes triumph of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. Please welcome our dignitaries on dais to light the lamp and embark this journey of enlightenment. Please welcome Professor Dr. Pratima Tatke, Principal, Steve Shah College of Pharmacy, which is a conducted college of SNDT University and Granting Aid College of Government of Maharashtra. Dr. Pratima Katke is a professor of pharmaceutical chemistry at SNDT University. She has more than 36 years of experience in teaching and research. She is also a Senate and a Management Council member of SNDT University. She has worked in different capacities such as Dean of Science and Technology, Director R&D Cell at SNDT University. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, Madhura. Good afternoon. Respected Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Ruby Oza, today's Chief Guest, Dr. Anthony Monroe, Board Chair CCID, Dr. Sanjay Ramdat, Vice President of Enrollment Management BMCC, Professor Vilas Nandavadekar, Registrar of SNDT Women's University, Shri Dinesh Girab, Co-Convener and Principal of PB Polytechnic, dignitaries of the dais, delegates from USA, Shri Rakesh Nathani, OSDO to Honorable Speaker of Legislative Assembly Maharashtra, Shri Vinod Kadam, Deputy Education Officer BMC, Srimati Madhuri Mahajan, Superintendent Education BMC Schools, Principals of BMC Colleges, HODs and Principals of Colleges of SNDT Women's University, teachers, my dear students, and all the stakeholders which are affiliated with academics. A very good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of SNDT Women's University, I, along with my co-conveners, extend a warm welcome to all for the half-day conclave organized in collaboration with community colleges for international development, that is CCID, SNDT Women's University and the US Embassy. This conclave has been organized to explore innovative pathways for workforce training and educational advancement. We are grateful to CCID for taking the initiative in organizing it. I welcome our Chief Guest, Dr. Anthony Monroe, Board Chair CCID, and thank him for gracing the occasion. Welcome to the delegates from the US, Dr. Sanjay Ramdat, Dr. Terry Kidd, Associate Vice President of Workforce Development BMCC, Michelle Menendez, Director of the Honors College, Honors and International Education Lone Star College. I also welcome Mr. Yachnik Pushkarna, CCID Delegation, India Connect. I extend a warm welcome to Shri Rakesh Nathani, OSD to Honorable Speaker of Legislative Assembly of Maharashtra. Shri Nathani sir is the pioneer of this project to connect SNDT Women's University and community colleges from the US. Thank you sir for sparing your valuable time with us today. I would like to make a special mention of Dr. Prachi Zambekar, Joint Commissioner Education BMC, for providing all the necessary support to connect the various stakeholders for this conclave. Thank you, madam. I also welcome Shri Vinod Kadam, Deputy Education Officer BMC, Srimati Madhuri Mahajan, Superintendent Education BMC Schools. Let me give you a brief introduction of SNDT University. Many of us know, but still there are a few of us who would like to hear about SNDT University. SNDT Women's University, with a legacy of 108 years, was established in 1916 by the visionary Bharat Ratna Maharshi Domdo Keshava Karveji. As the first and largest women university in India and South Asia, we are dedicated to empowering women through education. With 39 postgraduate departments, 13 conducted colleges, and over 300 affiliated colleges spread across 7 states in India, we remain persistent in our mission to advance women's empowerment through holistic and quality education. The university has grown into a multidisciplinary institution hosting diverse professional, technical and liberal arts programs from KG to PhD. The motto of the university is an enlightened woman is a source of infinite strength. In a unique initiative, an agreement of academic collaboration between SNDT Women's University and the Borough of Manhattan Community College, BMCC, the largest community college under the City University of New York, SUNY, was linked in the presence of Governor of Maharashtra and Chancellor of Universities, Shri Bhagat Singh Koshyari, at Raj Bhavan in Mumbai in 2022. With the implementation of the National Education Policy in India, we hope that girls from India will get best of higher education through partnership with the community colleges in US and Canada through CCID. Skill education is the forte of SNDT University, and areas of collaboration with community colleges such as student exchange, faculty exchange, joint degree program, internship, entrepreneurship programs, etc. will promote international development in a big way. Once again, with great pleasure, I welcome you all for today's conclave and I hope positive future collaborations. Thank you very much.
Now is the time to express our gratitude. It is our honor to felicitate Dr. Anthony Monroe, Board Chair for Community Colleges for International Development. I request Dr. Ruby Oja, Pro-Vice Chancellor of SNDT University, to present the token of appreciation to Dr. Monroe. Our next dignitary is Dr. Sanjay Ramdas, Vice President of Enrollment Management at BMCC. We request our Registrar, Dr. Vilas Nandavdekar, to welcome him with big round of applause. Now is the time to welcome our special dignitaries in audience. Mr. Rakesh Naithani, Officer on Special Duty to Honorable Speaker, Government of Maharashtra. I request Mr. Rajesh Wankede Sir, Campus In Charge and In Charge Head of Law School, SNDT University, to welcome. Now I request Rajesh sir to welcome Dr. Mikel Maningas, Director of the Honor College, Honors and International Education at Lone Star College. Mr. Yachnik Pushkarna, CCID Delegation, India Connect. I request Professor Dr. Mani's to welcome Mr. Yachnik. Now, on behalf of all of us, we request Dr. Pratima Tatke, Madam, to welcome our Pro Vice Chancellor, Madam, Professor Dr. Ruby Oza. Registrar of SNDT Women's University. It is our pleasure to invite Dr. Vilas Nandivdekar, Registrar of our university. He previously served as the Registrar of Shivaji University, Kolhapur. His research interests include public administration and services, software development, project management, software engineering. Our Registrar Sir, Dr. Vilas Nandivdekar.
Dignitaries on the day to interact with you all. I can interact with you all. I can then principal, director, teacher, principal, director, teacher provided by support of government of Maharashtra, former governor of, and we had a two three governor of, and we had a two three interaction at our faculty level, as well as students at our faculty level, as well as students. We need to take this opportunity and convert this work on that MOU. And this is one of the MOU day-to-day requirement. We are facilitating the located in Pune, where we are providing school education. We are three in various school education. We are three in various sector. Engineering field, pharmacy field, our students are enrolled more than 65,000 are giving, not only limited to our university. 5,000 are giving, not only limited to our university. We are discussion and there is a quote from the Anthony Sir, which is and the administrator of the and the administrator of the university, we will provide whatever very few students get this type of opportunity. The diploma students, if you want to pursue support of Naitali sir, definitely we will scholarships available. But here, from your side, struggling with your study and you want to pursue world, we can use that. Government of 30 lakh rupees, they provide scholarships to each individual. If you are selected in a good of the scholarship, but and use that, take it. Otherwise, what happen? You know it. Your career, it will support definitely for your work. I thank the whole organizing team, and I special want to mention the thanks to Dr. Anthony.
Ladies and gentlemen, DC, who looks into providing strategic direction, financial aid, registrar, scholarship, and international student recruitment offices. At Essex County College in New Jersey, he also worked as the Registrar Enrollment Director at Bronx Community College. We welcome you, sir. Please welcome him with a warm welcome and a big...
There's no need to welcome. This is my second at SNDT. So thank you to the Pro Vice Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor that comes every time we visit SNDT Women's University. Thanks to Dr. Nathani for helping. I really want to say that SNDT has, and this is over a 2-3 year period of time, the collaboration that we've done here with the relationship we've built, relationships along the way, and as we talk and as we explore and as we continue community college, and we'll have more interaction about it. But I just wanted to say thank you.
Our chief guest, Dr. Anthony Monroe, Board Chair, recognized executive with over 30 years of experience leading complex higher 20. President Anthony has galvanized college-wide initiatives to build equity, and at BMCC was to create the Race Steering Committee. As a result of his advocacy for equity in higher New York's most influential academic city and state's higher education power. He was also named a power player in Education 2022 and has been granted honors including the Heritage Award 20. He is an international expert on disparities in healthcare and has joined at the University of Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. He holds Masters of Business Administration from Kellogg's Graduate School and both a Masters in Public Health and Doctorate Education from Columbia University Teachers College. Let's give him a warm welcome with a big round of applause.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's such an honor and pleasure to be here in India, SNDT Women's University. I said the finest, the best. This is not my first time here. And every time I come, I recognize and I honor Chancellor, your Pro Vice Chancellor, the leadership that is here at this supporter and ambassador. Nathan, let's give him a round of applause. Please raise your hand. He deserves a huge round of applause. We're talking about education and ways to partner for the benefit. I come today to
give very brief greetings. I also bring greetings in an unofficial capacity as that are focused on international relations and action, and at CCID to build strong partnerships. Some of the opportunities that are afforded to partnership that we have with Columbia University, New York City Scholars Program. You can look it up online. This partnership, yes, that will support Columbia University, will pay full tuition, fees, another program, another initiative that we're very, very proud of. And again, an invitation only. Colleges and universities in the United States. Students who meet the criteria. If you've heard of this, MIT, an Ivy League institution. Columbia University School of Engineering, Ivy League institution. Smith College, a women's institution. And last but not least, and there are more, University, an Ivy League institution. So I've named how many Ivy Leagues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 committed. You got to work hard, and I know that's what SNDT students do, right, Madam Vice Chancellor? They work. But if you come through BMCC and you graduate and you get accepted to one of these institutions, so I bring you greetings. You're in good hands with your in New York City, studying at BMCC, some of the other community colleges which are members of C.
Hope to see our students studying, getting opportunities in these universities. Now let's welcome presently working with presently in research, academia and administration. Some of our past responders for decentralized studies, Belapur, finance and accounts officer at SNDT University, director
Thank you for the introduction, madam. Good afternoon, everybody. Shri Rakesh Nathani, always see him as a pillar, as one of our activities. India Connect. Prachi Jambekar ji could not come. Vilas Tandoti madam, our own faculty members, principals, deans, colleges, where we are also having junior college associated with the degree college, and organized by SNDT Polytechnic College by Dr. Dinesh Girab sir and Pratima Katkin. Very useful program opportunities and how they can add value to 2 years ago when our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam Professor Rujula. That trip was mainly organized by this collaboration which is there between SNDT women. All of us feel that we are really privileged and university, and here all the students, SNDT women, and the vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam is to that is are uneducated women. We want to reach them. We want to be there, and we want to empower. Know that they are already empowered. And BMCC and when we were so much rigor when they are in BMCC, that when they pass out, if they are associated with BMCC, then we promise they will maintain the standards of BMCC wherever they go. So here we are trying to see that whatever are the activity abroad, they are solved, seen from our side as well as from BMCC side, and decide that because of financial problems, any student should not be denied the opportunity in BMCC. And we have junior college because students, if they start early, for example, from next year, these 12 students, they will be in university. They should be prepared mentally beforehand. What they are going to be a good initiative, very good decision on part of and the representatives from their colleges. And next session we are going to have a few presentations which we how we can go ahead and how the students can take the opportunities. Sir, from here, from SNDT side, we promise that we will be there with each and every student who wants
And we're just going to give a broad overview about community colleges. So, Janine? What we're talking about is the main focus of this. What we're talking about is the main focus of this conclave is about opportunities in higher education. So yes, you're aware of the Ivy League in the U.S. in Texas, of the Ivy League in the U.S. in Texas. So these are the pieces that many students in the U.S. and so these are the pieces that many students in the U.S. and it's there for you to see, and we'll make sure we share this this slide deck with you all, so you have schools, the private institutions, as well as the community colleges. It doesn't mean it's low value. There's research going on. It's high because it's so competitive, because it's so the students are performing at such a high level academically to us. So that's indicative of the kinds of work that's being done at the community college. Higher education, again, some of the pieces we were chatting about, the different levels, primarily at the undergrad level, the associates and the bachelors. And there's another slide, and you can go to higher education. So many students, they're used to going from high school into a bachelor's degree, and then you continue on and go into the the third and fourth year of the bachelor's program.
Model is OPT as a training opportunity for students, international students in the country, to be able to work here. Well, then you can also then do it after the end of your bachelor's. So you actually get multiple years of opportunity with OPT. Something many people don't know about that I think is worth adding to it. So basically, OPT is the opportunity for international students to be able to work within the U.S. for 1 year in order to be in those industries and gain the. Technically, as an international student, you're not allowed to work officially within the U.S., but this OPT opportunity gives you that access for that 1 year post-graduation from whichever degree.
So basically it's 2 undergrad degree, whereas if you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars going straight to the acceptance rate as of yesterday is 0.5% to 2% from India schools, and through a community college it's almost like 100%. If you check, if you make the list, if you check the list, yes.
Right. And again, if you meet the criteria, you have to meet the academic criteria, which is understandable. And with your conversations with your vice chancellor, your pro-vice chancellor, the students from university meet that criteria. They do that every single day. So we know, letting you know, students have to meet the academic rigor to be allowed to matriculate into that institution. And down, so you can see a traditional bachelor's degree is about 120 credits, and the 60 credits of that. So your first 2 years, you do that and you earn an associate. And then your second 2 years at the senior college, your third and fourth year, now the student has along the way. 60 credits associate's degree, 60 credits bachelor's degree. So 4 years overall. And as the president's mentioning from the front row, heckling, savings, because again, depending, oh well, actually we have a slide on it. Go. So here's some of the again, cost advantages of the variation between average costs across the U.S. The community college versus the four-year versus the private. From a planning perspective, from a financial perspective, your first 2 years are at a significantly reduced cost to whichever four-year program you want, and you know, there's your cost involved.
So being an international student, a lot of times, at least you know, at our community colleges, it's about triple, I think, for you to pay fees at these institutions. So if it's a four-year or community college. And this is something you all as international students facing. Our students domestically make the same sort of calculations, investing in the community college route because they understand the value of that financial proposition because they're getting that same quality education the first 2 years. As a matter of fact, I would say in some ways they're exceeding those four-year institutions because the sorts of experiences that BMC College is able to provide in the first 2 years are the sorts of experiences many four-year institutions reserve for their juniors and their seniors, not their first years and their second years. And second years are working through the traditional education, their core education classes. We're working through those core education. Leadership development, we're adding service learning, we're adding cultural competencies and global competencies in a way to make them competitive so outstanding students. And generally, through tracking, I know we've done and BMCC does as well, our students, college route, again, is an outstanding option.
Now you can back up a couple slides. Right, go back. Keep going one more. So this is kind of what Michael was alluding to. These are the kinds of things that are we don't have, you know, many of the community colleges, we don't have, you know, 700-seater auditoriums that we stick the students in, and our class sizes are traditionally smaller, just on a regular basis. What Michael is alluding to, and this is where research comes in, our students are academically than the homegrown students because they've enveloped with all these support structures. They provided mentoring, they provided tutoring, community. The ways into different programs, but in addition to that, we have within their first year, we have programs at BMCC through Aon, Transre, these programs every term. And when the student graduates, many fit the right personality, and that's a lot of students at a certain age to come in and meet those requirements. So they're looking for the right types of students. And that's not some review process before school even starts. So, kind of baked in various programs along. And as Michael was alluding to, you know, we have study abroad opportunities. Right now, BMCC, and I'll make sure Michael talks about his institution because he does a lot of great work with their honors programming and their experiential learning. But BMCC is one of 4 that received grant funding from CIEE, the Council for International Education, overseas to study abroad. So right now for this January term,
also do study abroad programs funded by CC.
but when we talk about the different programming, CIEE, like 14 days, students are going to about 10 different London, Spain, Italy, Japan, South Africa, Amsterdam. I'm missing a couple, but summer term. So students have multiple opportunities for them to take advantage of this study abroad. And Michael, you have a batch of them too, right?
Yeah, we do. And so we've got capstone programs for our honors students after their 4th semester, their 2nd year. They can apply, and if accepted, they'll earn a $4,000 to $5,000 travel scholarship. Barcelona, Ireland. We've got a new partnership with Morocco we're putting on this year. On the world. Our study abroad program as well, which again, a lot of people do not associate with 100 students every year on study abroad programs from our college. And they're not only they can earn college credits while they do these. In our summer programs, it's a 2-2-2 model, alignment with their educational opportunities.
And to like Michael was mentioning about the scholarship, this grant allows us to cover 85% of the. So these are big chunks that we're taking off the students' plate because we want the full focus. Lone Star College students have the opportunities to go study abroad. Get that excellently at BMCC was we signed an agreement with the London School of Economics. So that, and London School of Economics, if you're well aware, it's very competitive, it's well, so we're very honored to be part of that.
You know, we at community colleges recognize the barriers to travel, the cost factor involved in that. And so BMCC has done some tremendous work, community colleges, versus, say, a 4-year institution right off. So I just wanted to add
and just to add, their internships, their study abroad, everything is happening on the back end, the 3rd and 4th years. So you have to meet that rigor. You have to be able to go study abroad and just have a good time. You're going to be doing coursework. There's going to be exams. There's going to be everything in London and Paris. Again, to speak the language. And these were national and international having this experience. And, you know, you're talking about companies that are like, wow, I never hired to see those numbers go up. And this is, again, one of the reasons why we came here from the admissions perspective. And we'll have some more one-on-one conversations so we can admissions process. Because for a community college, we're students, it's very flexible and there's multiple intakes, so which means we take students not just in the year, and I'm sure you have the same, right, Mike?
Yeah, 8-week courses, 14-week courses. There's a lot of different
associate's degree, and they're going into their 3rd year. Whichever bachelor's program they're going into. These are some of the factors as to why part of the BMCC family. They're part of the Lone Star of our community. We have so much wraparound services around there that they feel that they can find the help they need, the support they need, whether it be academic. They've left home. They've left a community, they've left their community and they've come to a whole new community. They've left, you know, what's the temperature? How much? 30 what degrees?
From 32 to -5.
Right. So, and that's a shocker right there. So you say, okay, you come in August and it's 32 degrees. By January it's -5. Are you dressed appropriately? Do you know how to it's dark at 4 o'clock. What do I need to do? These are the things that we make sure our students are aware of and prepared and, you know, prepared emotionally and psychologically for. Because trust me, that first cold, oof, you'll remember it.
Yeah, I was just going to add, I mean, this particular conclave and the multiple years that BMCC has been working with this wonderful institution is just a testament to their effort to invest on the front end, to make sure students understand, to make sure the professors that are working for you understand and can best prepare you to take advantage of these sorts of opportunities. It's not just launching and good luck. They're investing on the front end to make sure that you can do this in a positive and successful manner. And I think that is, again, it's a sign of a quality relationship with any institution that you're going to be considering. You want to know that you're going to be taken care of. You want to know that conversations like this are occurring, orientations before you even come in country, the support you'll get through that visa process, the sort of allyship that those institutions will provide to you in getting accepted through that process. And then once you're on the ground, the little things, right? How to get a bank account open so you know where your money's going to be. If you're brave enough to venture off and drive, right? Getting a driver's license, which many of you, if you drive here, you're probably fine. Driving here is amazing. You'll be fine in the U.S. So there's just all of these pieces that add into the complex element of being successful in college. It's not only taking classes, right? You have to have that sort of wraparound piece Sanjay was talking about in order for you all to make sure that you can thrive in that sort of an environment. So you want to make sure you've got those relationships. Yeah. And you know, there's so many institutions that are open for that. CCID represents over 200 institutions, two-year institutions in the United States who are committed to international development, to working with your students as well as around the globe. Those are the sorts of institutions that want to see the success of your students, invest in your students, and then have them invest back in India.
Yeah, we kind of talk, again, the transfer support is really making sure and working with the students. Okay, so you're accepted into BMCC. That's great. Congratulations, welcome. What's next? We're not going to be waiting until you're close to graduation for you to figure out what's next. We'll be working with you from the beginning. Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? What's your major? What's your passion? What's your love? And I know that's foreign for, you know, some institutions, because students in the US in the community college system, they're able to change their majors. So they can say, oh, you know what, I started this way, I'm going to switch over to something else. And a lot of the times, this is where internships and these experiential learnings are very important, because we want the student to have the experience of saying, oh, I did this in the job market now, and this is not what I want to do, or this is absolutely what I want to do. So having that understanding early enough to say, this is the route I want to take. And then we can help match you up to the next 2 years. Where do you want to go for your bachelor's? Where do you want to go for your master's? So that you find the right path along the way.
And I think that's important. I just want to add to that. I think that's really important, because when you're at a two-year institution, you are working towards a two-year degree. Or perhaps, let's back that up. Maybe you're working towards a certificate, right? If it's a vocational type training, maybe you are working towards an applied associates, which puts you immediately into the workforce. A lot of our students work towards their associates with the intent of transfer to those four-year institutions. The key is making sure your advising is thinking 4 years towards earning that bachelor's, not just 2 years here at our community colleges. And so that is something that, again, our international student advisors and officers will help international students to think about, planning out, forecasting in advance for a 4-year model, not a 2-year model.
And it's very important, because depending on the programs that you may be looking to get into, medical, health professions, et cetera, AI, computer science, law, you need to make sure from the beginning, from the first year, you're taking the right sets of courses. So you're not wasting any time, resources, finances, et cetera, to go off track. So if this is your passion, these are the courses you need to take, these are the grades you need to get to make sure that you're getting to where you need to get to.
And we'll warn you on the front end, not every school, every 4-year institution in the United States wants the same coursework for the same degree pathways. It can vary from one 4-year institution to one Ivy League to one research one institution. They can be very different. And so that's where that advising is a really important element.
Again, this is just a snapshot of some, and we've kind of mentioned, you know, where our students transfer to along the way, but just a snapshot across the board.
Yeah, I appreciate Texas down there in the bottom.
Yeah, you got
thanks.
it. And I think
If you don't like the winters, you can go to Texas. Lone Star has a beautiful weather.
It's like Mumbai.
It's like Mumbai weather.
And I think we just have, that's the end of it, and we'll be open to questions. I know we have a couple more presentations. Speakers, just one more, but we have one quick video to show, and then that we'll be off the stage. Can you start it from the beginning? Yeah, you got it.
Start here, go anywhere.
Thank you all.
Do you know that there are
Thank you,
currently
Dr. Ramdas,
45,000 job
Mr. Yajneet
openings for
and Dr.
analysts who
Michael
know
for
Microsoft Power
inspiring,
BI,
enlightening and
most of them are
thought-provoking
offering
presentation.
salary packages
I am sure many
as
of the
high as
students and
18
teachers
lakh per annum
in
even as a
audience
fresher.
are going to
And guess
explore
what?
more on
You
this
too
when
can
they
grab
go
one
home.
of these high-paying jobs at big shot companies like Capgemini, Deloitte, KPMG and many more by
Now
mastering
I invite-
Microsoft Power BI. The best part is you don't require.
Now I invite Mr. Dinesh Gira, Principal, Additional Charge, PV Polytechnic, SNDT University, which is conducted college of SNDT and Grant in Aid College from Director of Technical Education, Government of Maharashtra. He is also a department head of Diploma in Electronics. Working in the field of engineering education for more than 25 years, designing various courses for skill development of students is his passion and is the author of 2 books related to engineering. He is also Director, CVT and University Skill Development Center at SNDT University. He is a Executive Director, SNDT University, WISE, which is a Sector 8 company of the university. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Madam Pro Vice Chancellor Ruby Ojha, Chief Guest for today, Dr. Mandro, all the delegates from CCID, Nathani sir, all my colleagues invited from various institutions, those of attending this conclave. Similarly, we have a few principals here as well as we have counselors as well attending this session. So, see the presentation just before me was actually a food for thought for me as a principal of a polytechnic as well as the director of Center of Vocational and Technical Education of SNDT Women's University. Because the community college system, what I feel in India has not flourished over the years. We tried, Government of India tried a lot. Many years we have been trying, but there are a limited number of colleges as far as community colleges are concerned. But the same thing is taken care by the polytechnics and ITIs in India. So I represent the PV Polytechnic, Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic and Center of Vocational and Technical Education where I belong to. Particularly this PV Polytechnic is a facet for skill development as far as SNDT University is concerned. We have this uniqueness, not only the higher education, but we start from KG. And as well, we have colleges which are 11th and 12th college, junior colleges we call it as well as we offer 3 years and 4 years diploma courses after 10th grade. So when we talk about the pathways for the students, I feel the students who complete their diploma from SNDT University can look forward to joining BMCC or the community colleges in US. Just to give you the idea about the PV Polytechnic, SNDT University, as we all know, that it was established in 1916 by Maharshi Dondokeshav Karve, who is a Bharat Ratna awardee. And then Polytechnic started in 1976. So soon we'll be completing 50 years. So we last 50 years we are in the field of providing technical education or the vocational education to the students from all across Maharashtra. Ours is again the grant in aid by Department of Technical Education. The college receives a grant approved by AICT, and as we also offer the course in pharmacy, it is approved by PCA as well. We have won Best Polytechnics Award, and several teachers from the Polytechnic also won Best Teachers Award at the state level. Dr. Maharshi Bharat Ratna Dondo Keshav Karve, our founder. His vision was to empower women with the education. Our motto of the university itself is enlightened women is a source of infinite strength, and that is what we always keep following. Sanskrita Stri Parashakti, it is in Sanskrit. So as I mentioned, 76 is the year, 1976 is the year when we started Polytechnic, and then to achieve excellence in creating globally competent women technologists, that is our motto, that is our vision. And all these years we have proved it. The alumni base that all across India and abroad speak volume about the quality education that we have been providing. Many of our alumni, for example, in the 17 years, 1976, we came up with a course in fashion design, that apparel manufacture and design that we call as. This is a course where started in 76, where there were no NIT and NIFTs or no school of design, national level schools for design. And the leading fashion designers today are our alumni, like Nita Lulla or Anita Dongre, to name a few. These are all fashion designers who are leading fashion designers in India, are our students. Now, just in a quick, this thing I just mentioned the spatial features which can draw similarities between BMCC or other community colleges. I'll give you an idea about the courses that we offer so that we can identify institutions with whom or the community colleges with whom we can create MOUs and create pathways for the students. Basically, all the courses that we have, right from the beginning, right from the day one, all the courses were industry integrated. That means each course has 6 months to 1 year of internship or on-job training. Now we talk about OJTs in NAP and all, but we started in 76 where every course was backed up by the industries, and that is the reason why since we work closely with the industries for internship, every program has got around 20 industries which are backing up, which provide internship and the OJTs. So 9 courses that we have in different areas. One before that. So we offer diploma and degree courses, right? The diploma courses are after 10th standard or the 12th standard. There are other of 3 years or the 4 years, and degree courses we enroll students after 12th grade. So paramedical courses, medical lab technology, ophthalmic technology, or the pharmacy, these are paramedical courses that we offer. Business related courses, diploma in administration services, design courses, apparel manufacture and design, interior design, jewelry design. Just to mention, the jewelry design started in year 1995. First in India ours is a university, first in India to provide formal degree in jewelry design, and again this is backed up by, supported by so many industries. Then in science and engineering also we have a course in electronics as well as food technology. And through vocational and technical education, like the students get associate degree from the community colleges, and they migrate to the conventional education for further this thing. We also have a vocational degree courses where student from the diploma, if they complete diploma, can take up these courses in vocational, different courses in vocational. So we have 5 different, like jewelry, interior, fashion, again in optometry. Optometry also I mentioned, ophthalmic technology and optometry is one very much course which is very much in demand, where students complete their 4-year degree. This is 4-year degree course, rest all are 3 years degree courses. Just move on. Then we work closely with the community. When we talk about community colleges, Government of India has got a separate scheme, centrally funded scheme called as Community Development through Polytechnic. Earlier it was again called as a Community Polytechnic scheme, and now it is called as Community Development through Polytechnic. Some funding that we receive from central government enables us to give these courses to the school dropouts or housewives. These are some of the courses which I've mentioned there, which we keep offering as on demand comes. It's all depends on the demand from the various NGOs, especially the various NGOs we work with. These NGOs, many times they come up with a demand that we need training for so and so group of people in this area, and that is how we come up with so many certificate courses, small courses, which are NSQF, that is NSQF compliant or NSQF equivalent. We have a quality framework, skill framework, where these courses are mentioned, given as a job roles, and we follow these job roles and curricula to implement this. Then we also have a university skill development center, which last year we started with, and various courses in niche field, that is we try to impart. So mainly these courses are being offered now. This is the first year where these courses are going to be offered in association with the SMEs or companies. So certain courses, just to mention, next. See, certificate course in diamond grading and gemology, certificate course in CAD/CAM for jewelry, then certificate course in shipping and logistic management, application developer for web and mobile applications, machine learning, engineer. These are some of the courses. First two courses we already offered, and the rest of the three courses are in pipeline. So the intention is to get collaboration from the industry side and prepare students here on the campus as well as in the industry. Almost 3 years of industry OJT, on-job training that they do within the industry, and when the students come out, they definitely are largely employable. Then we are also have our own outreach program for skills development. We use Macrobit platform for teaching students robotics, and they take part in the activities, STEM related activities, and that is why we make them aware about the courses, we make them aware about the career choices, and many of the students are students, then they take admissions to our college. So it is that way, like, because since the college is aided college, all these courses are funded by the government. Most of the students that they come from the schools run by the municipal corporation, and that is where most of the crowd comes, and these students, when they come out, they become employable as per the industry standard. Many companies, they are associated, as I told you, it's been almost 48 years. So many companies, that they come almost 20, that means 200 companies are there, and various organizations are associated with us for providing internships. These are few of them. Many scholarships are also available. So this is about the PV Polytechnic and Center for Vocational and Technical Education of SNDT Women's University. Now, when I have seen the presentation, I see a lot of potential that is there when it comes to association between CCID or the community colleges from US and us. So some of the next possible association. See, no doubt that once students complete their 3 years here, they can take up next 1 or 2 years there in the community colleges in the US, and then further they can further pathways could be created. Apart from that, there are more collaboration avenues which I could see. For example, development of India-centric programs and pedagogies. Because when we talk about the community colleges, the more important thing is to come up with the courses which are, there's a local need for the same. So when we talk about that in an Indian perspective, what I feel is there is something called as traditional skills which are transferred from one generation to the other generation. When we run the courses like jewelry design, we do come up with the certificate courses like Meenakari, which is a traditional art, many traditional art which are there in India. Likewise, there's still a lot of things could be explored, and having so many years of experience in the community colleges in US, it's a very refined system that they have. We can tie up, we can collaboratively come up with the courses which could be offered. The traditional knowledge could be converted into proper certifications and which could be offered. There we can collaborate. Skill development initiatives align with the industry demands and the societal needs. Then the preparing global workforce needs. The other day I was in a discussion with the Skill Development Department of Maharashtra, the Principal Secretary, and there the demand was to develop some courses which the workforce which could cater to in Japan for elderly people. So such needs could be identified, and accordingly the courses could be developed in collaboration. Global curriculum alignment or cross-cultural learning opportunities that the students would get if we collaborate together. So these are the avenues, and I'm certainly looking forward from Polytechnic side and of course the university side to collaborate on multiple fronts. Last 2 years we have been working together, but this year, since this delegation especially represents community colleges, definitely, and that is the area where the Polytechnic and vocational center that would be interested in. So in near future, definitely we'll work together and create more pathways for our students. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was really enlightening to know about one of the oldest women's polytechnic and skill development phase of SNDT University. Now is the time to listen to some words of experience and expertise. Let's welcome Mr. Rakesh Naithani, Officer on Special Duty, Honorable Speaker, Government of Maharashtra, and former Special Secretary and Officer on Special Duty to Honorable Governor of Maharashtra. He is one of the senior most officers from the upper house of Indian Parliament, that is Rajya Sabha Secretariat. We welcome you, sir.
I think we've had enough of speaking post-lunch, so I would just like to not come between you and the question-answer session. Only two small observations which I have to make. One is what struck me was Dr. Monroe's observation during the lunch time when he expressed his appreciation for the SNDT University, and he was very appreciative of the efforts that have been put in by SNDT University, despite the fact which struck me was that we started this journey somewhere in September 2022. And we have a famous book by Amartya Sen called The Argumentative Indian. So we have been discussing, but now it's the time that we put in a straight road map कि यहाँ से बच्चे जाएंगे कैसे? How are we going to send students to US to study? I am there to support you in terms of getting scholarships. We have 300 odd affiliated colleges. One point of interest which Madam Ruby said was that issuing circulars to all the universities. Now we have to get down to the blueprint of executing. Yashni just now told me that we have around 11-12 students going from Punjab. I wish that SNDT should have been the first university from where the students would have gone. We have a very competitive nursing program which you have. In the nursing program, a large number of students apply for the nursing courses. The seats are limited. I have been telling again and again that those students who don't get admission into a nursing program, please tell them about BMCC's nursing program. A girl who goes from Tier 2, Tier 3 city of Maharashtra goes to study nursing in US, her life will be transformed, her family's life will be transformed. We are ready to pay for the education, but there is no response. So I just want, ma'am, please, ma'am, Ruby, ma'am, the only thing that you suggested me was to just get a road map. Once you get a road map, let us get the girl students. इस तरह का platform हमें तो बचपन में कभी मिला ही नहीं. हम तो बचपन में कभी सोच भी नहीं सकते थे कोई हमें विदेश. आप, you are the best, God is with you. हम लोग आपके साथ हैं. लेकिन बच्चे भेजिए तो सही. ये 2 साल हो गए हमें, सितंबर 2022 से लेके 2024 में हम लोग बैठे हैं और बातें कर रहे हैं हम इसको लेके। हम हर तरह से सपोर्ट करने के तैयार हैं, 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़ 20 करोड़ पैसे की व्यवस्था करने के लिए तैयार हैं, लेकिन लड़कियों को लाए तो सही। एक छोटे से शहर से कोई लड़की निकल कर बाहर पढ़ने के लिए जाएगी, उसका पूरा जीवन बदल जाएगा, उसका परिवार का पूरा जीवन बदल जाएगा। सरकार सपोर्ट करने के लिए तैयार है, लेकिन हम 2 साल से जो है बच्चों को नहीं ले पा रहे। एक बड़ा सा एक अंदर से एक थोड़ी सी टीस होती है मैंने उसको लेके, तो थोड़ा सा कैसे इसको कर पाए। एक मेरा हल्का सा 16 SNDT यूनिवर्सिटी, सो थ्रू दैट प्रोग्राम now SNDT university is now being known all the torch bearer of sending students from Maharashtra, the first university to send students in large numbers. Collaboration is okay, sending faculty is okay, twin programs is okay, but we need students. So let us get down, prepare a proper roadmap, how to, when you get the girl students, then we cross the next bridge of getting the funding. That is my responsibility. I keep on telling you, we have 10 scholarships already there, but there are no takers for the scholarships. So that is my pain, which my observation, Dr. Monroe, but I thank you again for your patience, and I think we are at a tipping point maybe. And maybe in India, if somebody was telling me that community colleges in India have not succeeded. If in India anybody has been the torch bearer, मैं तो आप मतलब एक रोड मैप में बैठ के बनाते हैं कितने बच्चे हमारे पास आ सकते हैं, हम 300, then arranging resources is second issue. We have a 600 crore gender.
Sir, SNDT has pioneer in many education ahead of everything. Now I call upon Dr. Ruby Oja with our registrar Dr. Vilas Nandevdekar on stage.
मैं थोड़ा स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ. The presentation from the authority of the community college and wonderful opportunity. Wonderful opportunity. किती students of them, the president, किती students of them, the president as well as vice president, as well as vice president, as well as neither the information with the support of the community college, but we are not support of the community college, but we are not succeeded. या ना त्या प्रकारे आम्ही सगळी प्रकारे मदत करू शकतो. तर मी सगळी प्रकारे मदत करू शकतो. तर तुमचे काही प्रश्न असतील, you ask the questions to the dignitaries, they will able to ask the questions to the dignitaries, they will able to answer. So you can ask that questions, answer. So you can ask that questions. They are here to listen your questions. They are here to listen your questions. Mike, please. And जेवढे Mike, please. And जेवढे क्वेश्चन असतील तेवढं
Good afternoon.
Diploma.
Yeah, UG diploma.
12th. So yes, the community college is designed to accept completed 12th grade, finish completed 12th grade, finish high school, and then you can start at the opportunities with that, and then you can start at the opportunities with that. For BMCC, for example, and Mike, where's Mike? Identify, and Michael, how many do you, for example, and Mike, where's Mike? Identify, and Michael, how many do you guys have?
Sir. Sir.
I'm not from the university. I belong. There are a few hurdles when students travel countries, such as finding accommodation countries, such as finding accommodation, having some amount in there will help the students to settle down in the in that country. That is my first question. Second question, in that country, that is my first question. Second question is, normally it is seen that the courses related to the technique and what are the scopes for the social sciences or humanity students.
First part.
Sciences or humanity students.
First part. When you talk about getting students, we make sure that the students prior to even getting to whichever school it may be. So it's not a by the way. These things have to be, so are they homesick? By the way, these things have to be, so are they homesick? I'll just use one of our students because I met the mom. She's doing very that capacity in that capacity in different forms and fashion. It's whoever the student connects with, and we make sure that the student forms and fashion. It's whoever the student connects with, and we make sure that the student feels that they can not. I'm not saying that's every student, but I'm not saying that's every student, but it's indicative of the work that we try to do.
And I guess I'll piggyback.
Indicative of the work that we try to do.
And I guess I'll piggyback off of the community side of that. So you find that key community side of that. So you find that key core group of folks that you can connect with, that you can belong with, that you can go through this together. So I think that's a key start to it. But it's also, what are the by those institutions to have those frequent checkpoints with students to make sure that they're achieving what they need to achieve from a 2-year, 4-year, 2-2 model, right? So those are really important elements from a 2-year, 4-year, 2-2 model, right? So those are really important elements. So your international student officers, not because we want to make a lot of requirements or hoops for you to jump through, but because we know those touch points are really valuable to.
Yeah, and even when it comes down to housing, we want to make sure that, but they're free to make choices. That piece, because the more they're together, they have a support structure, and that's inside and outside of the classroom. Be my word, and that's inside and outside of the classroom. Be my word, because it depends on what the student wants to do, what's their drive, what's their motivation. Because all these other programs, what do you want to do? Like we talked about with the academic advisor, with your transfer, free major to some extent, this around the board.
I didn't catch the question. All the way, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. And over the course of those 2 years, she ended up finding that that wasn't truly her passion. The beauty of that first 2 years is you don't have to declare a major in the United States. Okay, you declare that major in your the ability to go through their core education requirements, and that exposure gives them the opportunity to, yes.
And the other question, going to the workplace, not everybody's going to look the same. So how do you incorporate that into your fabrications
or across institutions? That's where sometimes our medical professionals can lack if they're solely focused on
social science.
Professionals can lack if they're solely focused on
social sciences. That's what it's based on, and programs within it. Don't they have on? And programs within it. Don't they have the math and no? The math and no?
When we visited Noun Institution, the London School of Economics is on social sciences and the humanities. Holistic and the humanities. holistic, comprehensive, high quality education. And that's going to be critically important. And if you want to stay here in India and practice law, go to an Indian law school. If your long-term goal is to practice in the United Kingdom, right? So that's just my recommendation.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am Akshada Deshpande. I am the point that you made that the community college, whereas the other colleges give you 1 PI. Could you make it more clear what sense are?
So you colleges are the only ones which allow you 2 OPTs, so of base science subjects. You take an internship in, let's say, Pfizer or pharma companies. Yes, so they already have operations with pharma companies where you go and you do your 1-year OPT with them. Then you pass your exam and then depends on how good you are, either you go back to, you take a job somewhere else or you do your masters.
So
Again, anywhere.
Whereas the other colleges don't give you.
They only OPT program. That's it. You cannot do more than that.
Okay.
Even though
you get that first after your first 2 years, and then
electronics diploma. So my question, I got an opportunity to study US through you. Is there any condition to have money in my?
For each institution, depending on if it's associates, and these are federal requirements based on, well, institution that the student needs to show in an account. And the big difference for the community, etc.
Thank you.
For innovation of students. Do you have something like that? Come, can apply to those grants and then come to, that's how they can flourish. Something like that.
That students can apply for. Maharashtra, I would defer to Dr. Nathani because like he was saying, study.
Startups. Yes. Amazing in startups and startup
Yeah,
funding.
now,
So,
we don't have anything at our community.
Gen Zs are into digitalized world. So do we have something like, the girls can be, because
You read our minds. We were literally chatting about this at the start of Money and others because we had this conversation earlier this year, I think, that the students can absolutely start their course with feet wet, see what this is about,
Like
understand
Oxford
understand the teaching methodology, understand what I'm coming on over.
yeah, Oxford is doing something like this for the leadership where, they can start over here system and then once they're comfortable.
Yeah, and we have students that are doing this.
Yes. So we would
And
love
again, the
that
big
for
piece
you.
is there's no
So much.
that's also understanding a different educational system, right? Because many students coming from India into a US-based, the engagement of my students with me as a professor could be quite different than what BMCCs and their online programs can be very advantageous to making sure you can be successful once you jump full on into coming in, maybe coming abroad for a year, understanding how to communicate with your professors in that classroom. It's not just sitting in the class, taking notes and taking the test. You really need to engage with
And I'll add on to that, the career planning. What do you want to do? That's kind of rolled into the work that you course is what do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? So these are the conversations that you'll choice. How do you, on a timed amount. So what do those variations look like?
Such a beautiful program. So my question is that what about a student like us can do to achieve such a
So high school.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
doing diploma of
Diploma or high school graduation. To a community college, anything into the U.S. That's the main piece. So how see whatever form or fashion that looks like, wherever you may be, but they've said, yep, done.
From me. The question is, see, in Maharashtra, we will say that
100 of those. Multiple colleges and universities, and these institutions are varied. Look, we talked about, we have the Ivy Leagues, we have the technical, we have the
yes, there is one more question. Means parallel you can do 2 degrees at a time, like that. So you are good in fine arts and you want to go to the switch out to the next career. Yes.
So main purpose is to get you, the community college is designed to get you from one path to the next. Academically, move on into the workforce, move on into whatever you may be looking to do.
I'm from jewelry department. We have bachelor's in jewelry design and manufacturing. Do you
a jewelry program per se in CUNY, but there's multiple programs, again, in the US.
12th and undergraduate program in commerce subject. Their degree and their school 10, 11, 12th in commerce. So fine arts departments. So can they have some of...
Michael kind of chime in about his institution. CUNY, one of the schools we have is Baruch School of Business. And it's a well-renowned, well-regarded institution. And they come in, and you're in this business academy. We've designed it in such a way that we have multiple pathways with that. Yeah.
Anubhuti Sinha. Myself, Anubhuti Sinha. I want to know what opportunities are...
And again, we have internships in multiple majors. Depends on the major. So we can chat about that, you know, you and I can talk, but literally most of our academic, I think that's the last one based on the schedule. Thank you all. Thank you for your questions. I want to thank SNDT Women's University, the team here, Dr. Nathani. Thank you, sir, for always gracing us with your presence. The honorary doctorates over here. But like I said, I'll still be here to...
The CCID is having a tagline. I can assure you that they are always accessible for whatever queries you have, and to thank here Professor Dr. Anthony Munro, Professor to the leadership of our SNDT, Professor Chakradev, Professor Ruby Oja Madam, the other team members of the BMCC CUNY, Dr. Sanjay Ramdat, available to Mr. Pushkarna, okay? Our special word of appreciation to the organizing team, Dr. Girab, Dr. Tatke, and all the faculty members.
Madam Pro Vice Chancellor, with a token of appreciation.
Okay, all the participants are requested, refreshments are, all the BMC officials are invited in the committee room for refreshments. Thank you, sir. Great job. Thank you so much.